I'm coming in here to beat his ass. He gonna come, he gonna be tough, strong, but I'm coming to whoop his ass. I stand by that. I stand by that. I'm fucking him up. Yeah. I'm fucking him.
This is what you guys need. This is what boxing needs. This is why we're here. We're here to take over. Now we got this lightweight coming up to super lightweight to come over here and dethrone the champ.
Chaos broke out at the press conference when Shakur Stevenson slapped Teofimo Lopez after relentless trash talk and heated exchanges. While Stevenson lost control in the moment, Lopez stood his ground and kept his composure as tension filled the room. The incident exposed frustration and disrespect on one side, while highlighting focus and mental strength on the other. Fans watching closely were left with a clear impression of who maintained control under pressure.
Shut me up.
Shakur,
shut me up.
Real quick, Shakur.
I'm right here. Shut me up. Shut me up.
Teofimo Lopez displayed confidence and tactical awareness as he calmly outlined his plan to control the fight from the opening rounds. Rather than relying on theatrics, Lopez emphasized pacing, stamina, and ring intelligence. His measured approach at 140 pounds shows a fighter who understands distance, timing, and energy management. It reinforced why he remains a serious and dangerous contender.
Really is that if you look for the knockout, you won't get it. You know, I think really it's just all about setting the good pace early in the beginning rounds and then going from there, setting that tone. I think that I don't see him going those 12 rounds. This is his first.
Duke McKenzie's reaction captured the shock that followed Stevenson's slap at the press conference. While Stevenson's boxing ability is unquestioned, the moment raised concerns about respect and discipline. Lopez's calm response stood in stark contrast, reinforcing his reputation as a composed and professional fighter. The incident clearly highlighted two very different mindsets heading into the bout.
I don't think he's world class. He's not really my cup of tea. I mean, I don't look at boxing probably the way you do or most sort of fans do.
Simon Jordan noted that confrontation and tension are nothing new in boxing, but Stevenson's slap crossed a rare line, especially on such a public stage. Unlike verbal exchanges or heated stares, this became a moment of physical disrespect. Lopez's restraint stood out, proving that mental discipline is just as critical as physical skill. Many viewed this as a defining moment that exposed Stevenson's volatility.
Smashed an egg in his face. I mean, how many times have we seen boxers do things that they shouldn't do? You know, we saw Derek Chisora spit on Vitaly Klitschko.
We didn't need that.
I'm not offended by it.
The slap instantly divided opinion. Some called it unnecessary and damaging to the sport, while others admitted it added intrigue and hype. Stevenson dominated headlines, but Lopez earned widespread respect for his calm reaction. Fans were forced to take sides, separating composure from chaos. Once emotions entered the spotlight, plans and predictions felt less certain. Stevenson showed how quickly composure can crack, while Lopez showed adaptability under provocation.
But I do feel it's maybe what the sport doesn't need, and yet many people are saying, no, it's great, you watch it. Everybody wants to go.
Eddie Hearn suggested that while Stevenson is undeniably gifted, the incident raised questions about discipline and professionalism. Fans began wondering whether his ring IQ will hold under emotional pressure. Lopez, known for his athleticism and strategic mindset, gained an edge by staying focused. The situation highlighted the tension between raw talent and emotional control, hinting that composure may decide the outcome.
You don't know what's going to happen because it's different on that day than any other day. It just
I think I don't know how good the fight will be, but I think Shakur is, again, like pound for pound, IQ wise, I think he's even up there with a Terence and those kind of guys. You know, I think the difference with Boots is he's got the defensive mastercraft, and he also has the aggressive power to turn your lights out, and I think that's quite...
Johnny Nelson emphasized that both mental and physical readiness are now under the microscope. Stevenson's outburst suggested emotional volatility that could impact timing and stamina. Lopez, by contrast, remained steady, reinforcing the idea that preparation outweighs theatrics. Fans now view Lopez as a fighter capable of handling chaos, potentially turning Stevenson's impulsiveness into an advantage.
And I said, look, if you're to believe that he had the best training camp, his legs are strong. And if I've got it...
Stevenson attempted to justify the slap as motivation, framing it as part of testing himself against Lopez. However, many felt it crossed into disrespect and exposed impulsiveness. Lopez's calm reaction reinforced his discipline and professionalism. Analysts stressed that mental toughness is crucial when opponents attempt to provoke reactions. Lopez's response made him appear more prepared and strategically grounded heading into the fight.
I wanted to push myself. I know that Teo is a tremendous fighter. I know he's on an extremely high level. And I feel like, well, I know that I can beat him, but I know that this should be a tough test. So.
Timothy Bradley Jr. warned that the slap may reveal more than just showmanship. It may reflect Stevenson's unpredictable temperament. Studying Lopez's speed and athleticism, Bradley pointed out that lapses in focus could be costly. Lopez's composure after the incident demonstrated elite mental strength. The message was clear: skill alone isn't enough, and Stevenson's impulsiveness could play directly into Lopez's hands.
It's not gonna be an easy damn fight for Shakur Stevenson. No, it ain't gonna be an easy fight. Nope. After studying freaking Lopez yesterday, man, look, that athleticism that he got.
Raleigh Romero acknowledged Stevenson's technical skill but noted that the slap overshadowed his professionalism. Emotional lapses can undo even the most talented fighters. Lopez's calm response under public provocation demonstrated maturity and discipline. Analysts observed that fighters who remain focused amid distractions often gain an unseen edge. Lopez's control suggests he may exploit Stevenson's emotional tendencies when it matters most.
Incredible fighter. Shakur's an incredible fighter. Shakur has a really high boxing IQ and a very. Shakur coming out with it's gonna be a good fight.
Eddie Hearn compared Lopez's composure to fighters like Anthony Joshua, who rarely lose emotional control. Lopez's restraint highlighted the difference between calculated promotion and reckless behavior. Stevenson crossed that line. Fans and commentators now focus on how mental discipline affects outcomes. Lopez's calm not only preserved his image but applied subtle psychological pressure heading into the fight.
You know, the push was, we've seen worse, you know what I mean, but lively. And what followed actually was one of the few times that I've seen Anthony Joshua unravel, if you like, because normally he's very composed, but you can't be composed when a man's talking to you like that.
Keyshawn Davis framed the slap within the seriousness of this high-stakes matchup. The incident suggested Stevenson underestimated the respect and intensity required at this level. Lopez demonstrated awareness of exactly who he's facing, blending confidence with control. Their shared history shows Lopez is mentally prepared for any antics. Analysts agreed that emotional reactions rarely succeed against disciplined opponents.
These dudes very well. Shakur had talked about this shit before it was actually official, and I'm like, Core, you know this nigga can fight, right? Core like, nah, bro, I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, we all excited about the fight, bro. Like, we all know it's at stake. Like, we've been knowing Teofimo since we was 12 or 13 years old and amateurs, bro. Like, we all been winning nationals together. Now we're pro having to fight each other, so.
Amir Khan broke down how dangerous Lopez becomes when fully engaged. The slap only amplified the intensity Lopez is likely to bring. Having faced elite opponents like Lomachenko, Lopez has proven his ability to adjust and dominate. Unlike Stevenson, who sometimes loses composure, Lopez blends precision with power. The incident served as a mental test Lopez passed effortlessly, reinforcing his advantage in high-pressure moments.
The fight between Stevenson and Lopez, what a fight. Who wins that? Lopez. You think Stevenson? Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him, I've had him on the pod, he bangs hard. He's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn it up big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end. Look at Lopez, he's fought the likes of Lomachenko. He's beaten some great names on the way, man.
Teddy Atlas highlighted the psychological layer added by the slap, setting the stage for high drama. While both fighters are technically skilled, Lopez's emotional control gives him a strategic edge. Composure often dictates who controls the ring. This fight promises a technical chess match fueled by intensity. Lopez has shown he can absorb pressure and punish mistakes, while Stevenson's bravado will be tested at every turn.
I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I can see you having a little reservations, you know, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, you know, for electricity. I don't know if they will, but I tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, you know, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete.
Conor Benn noted the complexity of the matchup, especially after the slap exposed Stevenson's emotional unpredictability. Despite Stevenson's pound-for-pound status, Lopez's ability to handle pressure stands out. The incident suggested Stevenson may underestimate consequences. Lopez's adaptability and focus give him the mental edge. Fans see this as a battle of composure versus ego, with experience favoring Lopez.
Back in Teo, I think he's in a hard fight. Well, it's not a taxing fight. He's in a complex fight in terms of boxing, but he's not in a.
Playing devil's advocate, obviously, as a journalist as well, you look at pound-for-pound rankings and Shakur is a lot higher. I know you don't like Shakur, but do you not have respect for what he could do against Teofimo Lopez? Because you dismissed him there, Conor.
No, I don't not like Shakur. I like Shakur. I'm just insulted he thinks he can come up to my weight and feel like he can just make it easy work. Or come up to my weight then. I don't not like him. I think he's a funny guy. I think he's funny looking as well.
Lamont Roach offered his prediction for the upcoming Stevenson versus Lopez showdown on the Ring Champs podcast, clearly favoring Stevenson as the probable victor. He pointed out that Stevenson's high ring IQ and strategic approach could present significant challenges that Lopez may struggle to overcome.
He's a little cuckoo too.
Lamont Roach shared his prediction on the Ring Champs podcast, slightly favoring Stevenson due to his ring IQ. However, he also pointed out Stevenson's mental lapses, calling attention to the risks they pose. The slap illustrated how emotion can compromise execution. Lopez's disciplined approach contrasts sharply. Analysts believe patience and adaptability will be key, and Lopez is well positioned to capitalize on mistakes.
Like he has like a little mental lapses every once in a while. Look at the Kambosos fight. Like that's a fight that people would never expect Kambosos to win, and he won a grueling match against him as well. So I just I don't know. I don't think he can get it done against Shakur when it comes to like because it's going to be just a skill match. I don't think he's going to try to rough.
Conor Benn reiterated that despite Stevenson's ranking, Lopez holds the mental advantage. The slap symbolized Stevenson's tendency to act on emotion. Lopez's composure, adaptability, and in-fight intelligence give him a strong platform to succeed. Experts agree that managing pressure is just as important as power. Lopez has consistently shown he can rise when others falter, making him the favorite in this psychological battle.
Back in Teo, I think he's in a hard fight. Well, it's not a taxing fight. He's in a complex fight in terms of boxing, but he's not in a.
Playing devil's advocate, obviously, as a journalist as well, you look at pound-for-pound rankings and Shakur is a lot higher. I know you don't like Shakur, but do you not have respect for what he could do against Teofimo Lopez? Because you've dismissed him there, Conor.
No, I don't not like Shakur. I like Shakur.
The Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson showdown is now fueled by more than elite skill. It has been ignited by the press conference drama that shifted the psychological landscape. Lopez has repeatedly proven he can remain calm, absorb pressure, and turn intensity into strategy. Stevenson's impulsiveness, however, risks costing him momentum before the opening bell. Fans and analysts agree this fight won't be decided by punches alone, but by intelligence, timing, and mental control. The slap serves as a warning sign for Stevenson and an opportunity for Lopez. The question now is who will impose their will when it matters most. Will Stevenson regain control, or will Lopez deliver a composed masterclass under the brightest lights?